Ambazonia, special loyalty. Praises to our Savior who granted us the freedom. And legends to the hero who bore the lonely diablo. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in our nation, flowing rivers and holy. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation, a joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation. Hail, hail, hail this land of glory. We the Ambazonian, special loyalty. Praises to our Savior who granted us the freedom. And legends to the hero who bore the lonely diablo. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in our nation, flowing rivers and holy. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation, a joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation.
All right, my fellow Ambazonians, my brother them, my sister them, my papa them, my mommy them, my auntie them, my uncle them, my pikin them. I want come for can salute all una today. I don't come with the biggest and the fattest news for the Ambazonian people them. So as una the join we, una sabi say for ye, we be the people then we would give the best education for the Ambazonian people. We be the people then we for this platform. Now for ye would give inspiration, would give hope, would give empowerment for the Ambazonian people. For ye, we be people for leadership strategy. So today, I don't come with the biggest and the fattest news with Ambazonia the 1 year. Today, I'm going to talk about the most powerful weapon, the most sophisticated weapon, a secret weapon where Ambazonia they don't develop them. Now that weapon, now it go defeat La République du Cameroon completely. Now that weapon, it go give Ambazonia people them freedom from La République du Cameroon. That weapon, today, I go to tell you the secret, powerful, sophisticated weapon where Ambazonia they don't develop them. Big news day for house. We not share the news not only for this platform. We will get this kind of story. All right. When I invite all man, may can join we. When I invite all man, when I share them for WhatsApp group them. When I send them for when I Facebook friend them. When I send them for all man. Today, the story it go make all man very happy. Every Ambazonia it go be very happy today with the news. Where should it come broken? Make us start a back. Music fine. When I see me, I like my music. So all right. Make I take the time now. I welcome all my friends then. When I sabi say for here, we build friendships, right? So make I salute my friends who don't take the time for join we. I see big boy, comrade Leonga Martin, big boy for that side for Boya, for near Mount Fako. I salute you, big boy. All right, we hope say all now they fine. Ambali squad, I salute you. Comrade Loom Brenda, I salute you. All right. This boy we name always then for Chinese, Japanese, or for Korea, or for which kind of Ambazonian language. I salute you too. All right, comrade Francis Bama, I salute you. All right, comrade Mommy Florence, I salute you. Big mommy for Europe, I salute you. Caroline, I salute you. All right, Anya, I salute you. Ngwa, I salute you. Ako Clovis, I salute you. Grandma Sally, I salute you. Mommy Grandma Sally, thank you. Say you don't join me for this morning time. All right, Gavin Gray, I salute you. All right. Comrade Edwin Jesus, I salute you. Big man for Jesus, I salute you. All right. Ama, I salute you too. Ken, I salute you. CA terms, I salute you. Jess. Connie way there, you I salute you, Jess. Chinwe, I salute you. Bisson alias Tiger, I salute you. You say you watch from Bordeaux, France. I salute you, people them there for France. I hope say when I don't chop small baguette for this morning time for when I break for okay. All right. All right. Joyce Favor, I salute you. Make a comment. Make a salute you. Make a bless you. Make a give you a shout out. Comrade Julio, I salute you. All right. Muhammad, I salute you. Mr. Ibrahim, I salute you, my brother. All right. Make small comment. Make a throw you small salute. All right. Just make small comment. Make sure say I salute you. All right. Comrade Felix Chofo, I salute you. Who else there for you? Another 39 people they there for you. I never see. Well, I don't know who they be. I want to try for salute them, but all them then for group. Wisdom through I salute you. Sergio, I salute you. Who else there for you? Big Fish. Big Fish. Foben, I salute you, Mr. Nelson. You say your name that Big Fish. I don't know the kind of small fish you already catch them. He said, oh, these people then see person in name Big Fish. Ha! Sonne! I salute you, Martin. Oh my Paddy man, I salute you too. All right, James, I salute you, Mr. Oh, all right, Felix, yes. Pump down to don't come. All right. Tatad Gerard, I salute you. All right. Lion man. Oh, Ambazonia. I say, Mr. Omega Compo, I salute you. All right. Make we start. My fellow Ambazonians. Today, a very happy day for all we. The week don't end. A new week don't start. Make a tekuna go for office for leader for a war of independence. Dr. Ayaba Cho make a bring una the news. We come out for the leader in office. Over the weekend for Saturday, the leader for a war of independence, he be get a global town hall meeting. That means in a meeting where people they come up for all sides. All kind country for this world, they all can join together for that meeting. That meeting will take place now for the internet, for some meeting room where they call and say Zoom. Now for the day, more than 380 people they be there inside that meeting. And at the first time where Dr. Ayaba in office, he organized this kind conference with a meeting. So for that meeting, all mine, it be get time. The leader be talk, it be tell the Ambazonian people them. It takes more time for just to talk for the Ambazonian people and tell them place where would they, what strategy and why would they win and why it be guarantee say Ambazonia go get the independence and the people they go be free. During that meeting, it be open the door for any Ambazonia for ask the leader question directly. Where you feel ask your question and the leader go answer the question for you directly. It be also been an opportunity for we for start the process for fix our revolution, for heal our revolution, for bring Ambazonia them together, for we forget one voice. Because as we don't identify, as the Ambazonian people, they don't finally for identify and for point out and for move the La Republique infiltrator them when then they because all the problem them for this revolution. Now na time for we for start for heal. Now na time for we for start for come together. Now na time for we for start for speak, for talk with one voice. So the team will come up for that meeting. Even people the way they come there, now for can fight Dr. Ayaba, for can quarrel, the way it talk for them, they come for a common understanding. Say all Ambazonian, they go work together. The only people them way Ambazonian, they no go work with them, like Chris Anu and Sako. And even for that group, if the people them for that group, they fit move the infiltrator them, Chris Anu and Sako, all the other leaders and the other groups, they go like for work with that group for move our revolution forward. So it be really been a very good talk. People they come up for it, they be very happy. Even some of our comrades they did for different prison them, the one they did for New Bell, the one they did for Kondengi, the one they did different prison where they be get the opportunity, they attend that meeting and they also be asked their own question then too. All right. So for that meeting also, the leader also it be talk for we say. So I want also tell the Ambazonian people say they say the palaver will be the happen for Kugwe between the ADF and the population. That palaver will be the kokukam where they be the cook am so they make ADF and the population may they dey like say they not define. The leader tell we say the real palaver they don't fix them. Some boy them way they be where these pigs where they pick them. They be use them pay them small money. May the thief ADF their weapon them. That weapon them the community it don't go find it don't hold that boy them. May they bring ADF weapon them back. So that 2 ADF weapon with that youth for Kugwe, they be hold am. And it make and say, if Naso they go block that road, they don't can return that weapon, that road for Kugwe, they don't open them. Now, so as we talk, the ADF leadership, Dr. Yabachoe office, and the community, including all the chief, they form for Kugwe, and all the other chief them where they around the small village around Kugwe, all them now that they work for a military political solution. How the ADF, which it go be ADF, a role for that place, which it be the chief their own role, which it go be the community their own role. So now, right now, as we talk, all them now that they work for a military traditional political solution. For give power them, give all the power them back for the funds and the community so that ADF concentrate for do the military work. So that make as they talk this meeting where they go on for fix all this palaver. Now the kind way this would be for all the community them so that make the power be now for the community them. The power no go be now for what defense forces them now for them for the solve community problem them. So now very good way this, not very good news this, good news we don't come out for Kugwe. So make all Ambazonia they know say they say this thing for Kugwe, they don't fix them, they fix them, and they come up with talk and solution where it go be really good for all the community them. So that make ADF really it put a power and a mind now for the liberation so that the community power the community now then they will solve all the small problem the way they come out for the villages then. All right. Now they talk that way come out for Walida office. The other talk way come out for Walida office where talk say where I talk for all now. The leader don't talk say they say make Ambazonia they understand say for place where would they nothing need to go on like negotiation. For place where would they right now that thing where they go around. Where Abdul Karim the waka around, the sing Swiss HD talk. For right now, all that one na nonsense for distract the Ambazonian people. The leader talk say when the time come, when negotiation they come, the governing council of Ambazonia, the leader go come for the Ambazonian people. He go tell them say now the time this with the Ambazonian people, they don't negotiation don't come when Cameroon don't commit for a negotiation. When Cameroon commit for a negotiation, the leader go can't tell the Ambazonian people, say time don't reach with the Ambazonian people, they go enter into a negotiation where they talk for that negotiation now about Ambazonian freedom, now about Ambazonian people their independence, and for Cameroon for leave Ambazonia. Now they talk that for right now, no talks they need to go on, nothing not there like negotiation. All this one where Abdul Karim Diwaka around, make noise. Now for distract the Ambazonian people then, because I going to talk about more for my talk today. I'm going to talk more for give Abdul Karim some warning. All right? Una come well. Now make we talk for what you don't bring all way for online, for what you bring me today. Why I be very excited? Why all when I get for be very excited? Why all when I get for be very hopeful? So today I don't put out a statement for my timeline with my picture. What talks Ambazonia, they don't develop a very powerful secret weapon. Make a tell when I wait to be that weapon. Now, I start with this question then. Now, wait all the people them where they don't free themselves, all the country where they don't get freedom. Now, wait be the number one weapon where all them they use them. For all the country them where they don't get freedom. Now, wait be the number one weapon where the people they use them for achieve freedom. Number two. Now, what be the greatest weapon on the face of the earth where people they don't only use them for get freedom, but now that weapon they use them for develop a country where it give their people opportunity, it give them freedom, it give them a government where they develop the country, it make the country progress, it keep the people them happy, it build better hospital, better university where the country develop. Now waiting people don't use them. Now waiting they create progress for a society. Now waiting they bring development for a society. Now waiting they bring discovery for discovering them. Now waiting the human people, human beings, people them, they don't use them for create. Now waiting. Today, I want to talk about the most powerful weapon with the Ambazonian people they don't develop them. The most sophisticated weapon. Now this weapon, now it go defeat La République du Cameroon. Now this weapon, now
Hello. Good morning, sir.
it did like say today you want to do my presentation. You go ahead. You do the presentation for we. You did online. All man hear you.
Oh man, the area. I never just call you for say at least man talk to for my own man way.
My man, I did tell you now. I did live right now. As you call me, I did live right now. So if you want, go ahead for do the presentation. All Ambazonia that hear you, about 300 people that hear you now.
Okay. Well, I don't even know the program say for it on to.
All right. Call me after. All right, my fellow Ambazonians. Well, now person for Gram Zero be called so I be think say if he get something better thing for talk, but maybe like say he want find out something from me. So now this weapon where the terror now this weapon go defeat La République du Cameroon completely. Now this weapon will give the Ambazonian people them the freedom where they want them. Now this weapon, Ambazonian they go use them for build a country where all La République du Cameroon citizens them they go can the line up for Ambazonian border for try for enter for Ambazonia, for try for beg for get visa, for can walk for we, for can begin to sweep Ambazonian people their house, for can begin to sweep Ambazonian people their street, for can stand so chai. See this Ambazonia there. See what they don't do. Now this weapon, it go give Ambazonia them the opportunity for be the greatest country for Africa. Wait till be this weapon we actually talk about. Now wait till be this weapon we actually really talk about this sophisticated, powerful weapon. May I tell you now, this weapon where I want tell you now the weapon where La République du Cameroon it try for take them from the Ambazonian people them. Now the weapon where La République du Cameroon they try for take them from the Ambazonian people them for keep them under occupation. Now the weapon where La République du Cameroon it try by all means for take them from the Ambazonian people them. Now the same reason where La République du Cameroon it recruit Samuel Sako and Chris Ano put them for this revolution, made them make sure say the Ambazonian people not get that weapon. Now that weapon what they tell you now, that powerful, sophisticated weapon. Now that weapon, we up till today, no matter what La République du Cameroon do, Ambazonia go be free. Now that weapon, it guarantee the freedom of Ambazonia. So now what be that weapon? I tell you now, the most powerful weapon where the Ambazonian people don't develop them. The most powerful weapon where people across the world they don't develop and where they be there under occupation, they get themselves for be free. Not been a gun, not been an AK-47, not been an explosives, not been even atomic bomb where they develop them for Second World War. Not been the most powerful weapon that. The most powerful weapon where the Ambazonian people they don't develop them. And where La République they try for take them for the Ambazonian people their hand. The reason where La République du Cameroon it burn the villages of Ambazonia, it burn people them alive, it catch people them, kill them, make all man see them. It cut people their head from Ambazonia. Now for take away this weapon from the Ambazonian people then. That weapon, now will let the public do all things for destroy them from the Ambazonian people then. That weapon what they tell now. Now the secret way Ambazonia don't develop them, and now the thing this way they make La République du Cameroon the fear. Now it don't become the greatest fear when La République get them. And now that fear, it make them don't be so desperate. Now that fear don't make them don't go crazy. This weapon way Ambazonia they don't develop them. My people they might tell now. No man no fit take that weapon away again from Ambazonia. No person. La République their greatest fear. Now this weapon where we don't get them. And as we don't get this weapon, now the secret this for our freedom. That weapon, now what? Now the secret to Ambazonia, their freedom. What be that weapon? The weapon where Ambazonia they don't develop. By the way, before I tell you now what be that weapon, I tell you now what La République the first of all try for do. Some place they inside the human mind. Some place it they inside the human mind. Where La République they try for keep and may be open. That place that will be part of the brain. That they call and say amygdala. That part of the brain, La République they try for keep that part of the brain for where Ambazonia they get them, where all man get them. It they try for keep and me be active. Now the part of the brain, once that part of the brain be active, the people go accept occupation. Now, Ambazonia they discover this thing since 2016, the early part of 2018 especially. When this weapon be developed, the moment this weapon be developed, La République du Cameroon, they confess say Ambazonia go be free. What be this weapon? This weapon when Ambazonian people don't develop them. Now the weapon of reprogramming. When I listen very carefully, the most powerful weapon where Ambazonians don't develop them. Now the weapon for reprogram the minds, the brain of the Ambazonian people then. Now the weapon where they don't for use and for change the insight of Ambazonia. Not be na AK-47 will get them for ground. Not be na the ADF will get them for ground. All those one matter. The most powerful weapon who don't develop them. Now the tool for reprogram the brains, the minds of the Ambazonian people them. Now the powerful weapon that make I tell you now why. And make I tell you now why this thing from now on, now the game changer wait for Ambazonia people to be waiting. Now the ultimate tool this where Ambazonia they be seek for. This reprogramming we don't take place for the Ambazonian people their mind. This reprogramming, it don't open the part of the human mind where since 1961 La République du Cameroon it don't help for closer. That they don't open this reprogramming, it don't take place inside the Ambazonian people their head. Every Ambazonia, the part of the brain, where they call and say the frontal lobe. Now that part of your brain, now it be responsible for vision, now it be responsible for dream big, now it be responsible for a good life, now it be responsible for one progress, now it be responsible for one freedom, now it be responsible for you for dream and for you for manifest that dream. That part of your brain, where they call and say the frontal lobe. Now the part of the brain that was since 1961, La République du Cameroon don't do all things for keep and close. They don't use every method for suppress that part of the human mind. Every country on the face of the planet, where the people they succeed for open that part of the brain, all those countries don't be free. The people them, where the government or the occupier, it help for keep that part of the brain closed. All those people that remain under occupation. Ambazonia, they don't finally succeed for open that part of their brain where they call and say the frontal lobe. Now that part of your brain, now you use them for discover things. Now that you use them for invent things. Now that you use them for create things. Now that you use them for discover things. Now that you use them for take cassava. Make paracetamol. Now that part of the brain, now they discover things, now they create things, now they invent things. Now the part of the brain that we don't be open for the Amazonian people then. That part of the brain, Mateuna. Because as today, I bring una leadership psychology, give una neuroscience. Okay? This part of the brain where the Ambazonian people don't open up, it don't create a massive shift. That means say, waiting Ambazonia, they desire. Una listen very carefully, because when they so education are the most powerful weapon. This information what they give una now the highest level of intelligence at the give all una today. This thing will don't happen for the Ambazonian people. It don't create a radical shift for which the people now they want them out of life. And when I go see why La Republic can not win Ambazonia, when I see why Ambazonia will be free. That part of the brain, in the past, La Republic du Cameroon, it don't use all kind method for keep the Ambazonian people, which the Ambazonian people they want them for live a primitive life. Because La Republic du Cameroon don't use all kind thing for press Ambazonia, then press them. We all which they want them now for stay for a primitive stage. Or any person who study psychology or some form of neuroscience, you understand? You not really understand what they really talk about. La Republic du Cameroon don't use everything possible for make sure say the Ambazonian people, their brain, it remain for the primitive stage. When I listen, they don't. That's why they use all that kind of brutal force now for make sure say the brain, the mind of the Ambazonian people is stay for the primitive stage, so that the aspiration Ambazonia they know will get aspiration. Ambazonia they know want for dream big, because all what they want now for live just as long as if you go for their farm, they come back, it go be in their life. Now the thing this way, La Republic du Cameroon, it don't make Ambazonia they live in since 1961. This thing don't change since 2016, the early part of 2017, and especially for 2018. Big shift, a complete change, it take place for the Ambazonian people then. It open up, it change witty Ambazonia they now expect them out of life. It move Ambazonia then from the primitive brain to a more complex, sophisticated brain. It shift the Ambazonian people then. So what you see La Republic du Cameroon they try for do, because that shift it happened now due to the constant elevation, inspiration, and empowerment with the leader of our leaders, some of our leaders, especially Weti Siseko Ayoktabe, it do for the Ambazonian people then for September. That September 22nd, it be na the day when most of this change is start. October 1, 2017, that change really take place. But most of these changes, they take place now right after 2017. The early part of 2018 and the middle part of 2018, now for that big change really take place. When we start forget the level of inspiration where Ambazonia no ever get them. For open that part of the brain, for give the people them that secret where all people them across the globe, they don't always use them for achieve freedom, progress, and independence. For doing, you need a high level of sophisticated inspiration. Now high inspiration. Now it change the programming. That means it change the way the brain don't be designed. The brain of the Ambazonian people them that we don't shape them for the way it go remain as a traditional brain. All which you want, as long as it get chop for chop, as long as person no worry, as long as if you go for farm, even if they suffer, as long as they suffer in comfort, okay? Even if they suffer, but as long as they suffer in which they call and say peace, they be okay. Now wait till La Republic don't set up the Ambazonian people them that. Now we can't change that programming. We redesign, we inject a new design, a new program into the minds of the Ambazonian people then. In the big book, most of them they listen. In the big book, that big book where they call and say the Bible. That big book they said, we are transformed by the renewing of our minds. That's what they talk. We are transformed by the renewing of our mind. That renewing of our mind, that reprogramming, that reconditioning of the human mind of the Ambazonian people, now the most powerful weapon with the Ambazonian people, they don't develop. And this weapon, this conditioning, this programming, this change inside the Ambazonian people, their head. Now the biggest fear will the Republic of Cameroon get them. Because what you don't change them, it don't change what the Ambazonian people now they want them out of life versus what the Cameroon they offer them. May I give now the difference? Ambazonians are now they want freedom. Which years they want them? They want progress. Which years they want them? They want a country of opportunity. They want security. Which years they want them? They want a better life for their Pekindam. They want better schools. They want better hospitals. They want progress. People, they want to use their own skills, their education, their talent for them for create a quality life for their families. Ambazonians, they want a better life like most people across the globe. Which Cameroon they offer for Ambazonian people then? Since 2016, when this thing start, when this Ambazonian revolution start, which Cameroon they offer them? Because it will help them for understand the game where Cameroon they try for player. Cameroon they offer what all the solutions the way Cameroon don't offer them. Cameroon the only talk say they say they want to make things return to what? To normal. Make the people they go back to the primitive way of life. They want to make things return, make peace return. Make the people they just go back, they go be like bush people then. Because not only for bush, not only bush people then, where things go return for normal, any man go just go his own life. Ambazonia they want progress. Ambazonia they want development. Ambazonia they want freedom. Ambazonia they want opportunity. Ambazonia they want wealth. Ambazonia they want a greater quality of life. Ambazonia they want travel the world, experience the world, and bring the world to them. Wait Cameroon they offer Ambazonians. Cameroon they offer Ambazonians then. Wait or everything with the Republic they talk about, now say make peace, make peace return. Make things return to normal.
Power on.
So the problem between Ambazonia, which La Republic they offer Ambazonians, and which Ambazonians the one in no match that they call and say values mismatch. That means say the values of the Ambazonian people they don't change. When now the values of the Ambazonian people in the past, Ambazonian people their value be being a survival. The value system for Ambazonian people them it be just been for survive. As long as you make ends meet, as long as you get more chop for chop, as long as you get more chop for chop, and then you fit struggle. Now all that. Now, since 1961, Ambazonia they don't live for that kind way for 99% of Ambazonian. No, only 1%. They don't live that way. 99.99% they live for that kind survival mode, for that primitive life, for that primitive stage where the only things and where they matter for life. Now, if you woke up, you see chop, you chop, you be okay. You look around you, you know if you dream, you know get hope, you know get confidence, in aspiration all day. You look all around you, you just see hopelessness. Now, Ambazonia, they be hopeful. Ambazonia, they be dreaming. Ambazonia, they be aspirational. Ambazonia, they want the better things than for life. Even small Ambazonia Pekin, they talking about freedom. Even small Ambazonia Pekin, they talking about the future. Even small Ambazonia Pekin, they talking about the dreams of a better country. Every small Ambazonia Pekin. So Ambazonians, the change where it don't take place for the Ambazonian people. Ambazonia inside, they don't change themselves. They don't see themselves anymore as Cameroonians. Now they change this. They change in our value system. They change in our identity. They change in what we want. They change in what we desire. They change in what we expect of ourselves. These changes, now the greatest weapon we Ambazonia don't develop on this. This shift in our psychology, this shift in what we want, this shift in who we will be, how we see ourselves, our expectation of ourselves, a change in our identity. Now the greatest weapon we Ambazonia don't develop on. Now the greatest threat will the Republic fear them that. So that change, which he don't do for all we, it don't give the Ambazonian people them the hope, the certainty, the guarantee for be persistent, for be determined, for be courageous, for hold on to that vision of freedom, for hold on to that vision of development, for hold on to that vision for a free Ambazonia. That's why no matter how many villages La Republic burn them, no matter how many people La Republic kill them, no matter how many people La Republic burn them alive, no matter how many businesses La Republic destroy them, no matter how many girls they rape them, no matter how many mami they burn them alive, it need to change what the Ambazonia they stand for. It need to change what they desire. It make them become more determined. It make them become more committed. It make them become more stronger. Now they shift this. Now they weapon this. Where La Republic is not go ever defeat Ambazonia. And now the weapon this. La Republic they fear the most. This weapon, it don't create a radical change. Wait, that's why you see no matter how La Republic go up and down, not need to shake. No matter which they use them, no matter how they use the Samuel Sako and Chris Anu for bombard Ambazonia, they make them be frustrated, cause infighting, cause intoxication. Now for make Ambazonia, they made a lost hope. Now the whole reason that way they recruit Chris Anu and Samuel Sako, I hope say this one they give una a better understanding of why La Republic they do all those things. Now for change that brain may go back for the traditional mindset. Now for shift, for close that brain, make it go back for expect only peace. So the mismatch between what La Republic they offer and what the Ambazonian people they expect, want and desire, now it make them be impossible for La Republic to come on for succeed. That's why no matter what they offer them, inside Ambazonia they feel measure them. They know say it not be waiting up to what they want them. That's why even when they can't change and say, oh, now na special status, Ambazonia not blink. That's why even when they buy the Enso Foncha, they buy the Dr. Santos, they buy the Namberes, they buy the Nkongos, Ambazonia not blink. That's why even when the Akwangas, they come out, they go join HD for can't declare ceasefire. Ambazonia, they not blink because a mismatch, a day between what the people they want and what the Republic they still offer them. There is a complete mix match. Okay? A values mix match. La Republic they offer you what? La Republic they offer you suffering. La Republic they offer you pain. La Republic they offer you death. La Republic they offer you the past. La Republic they offer you a painful past. A painful history. So that's why now they offer you now a return for peace. That means they make you return back for suffering. Make you return back to hopelessness. Make you return back for being a colonial slave for La République du Cameroun. Make you return back for being les ennemis dans la maison. Make you return back for being les Biafra. Les Biafra. Right? Make you return back for me to call you les Bami. Les Ebaminda. Les Emanfe. Les Ebayangi. Les Efufu en Ero. Les Achu. Right? Now what did they offer you that? What Ambazonia they offer you? This shift, this weapon, it offer you what? It offer you the hope for live a full life, the hope for live a life of dignity, the hope say inside Ambazonia you go get development, you go get progress, you will get better, your life go better, you go live for free. Inside Ambazonia, you feel use your own power. You use your own energy. You use the small book where you go. You use, even if you be farmer, you know, so you go become a prosperous farmer. You know so. So, what La Republic they offer the Ambazonian people and what Ambazonia they want for themselves, it not match. Now, two complete opposite things. Where they go on two different road. They go on two different road. That's why no matter what La Republic do, nothing happen. This one, I take the time for really do this research. I say, Aso. Now, wait till the Ambazonian people, they don't develop where it be so powerful, where it don't give them this edge. It don't give them this ultimate advantage. Now, wait till. Now, the ADF, I said, nah. Yes, the ADF, the powerful, but not the most powerful thing that the Ambazonia people don't develop. Nah. Not just the resistance on ground. But wait till they make them be so resistant. Wait till they make them so determined. Wait till they make that boys them. They fight so much. I say, wow, okay. As you be person where they teach all these things them. Now wait till the most powerful thing inside a human being. The human mind. Are the most powerful tool with all the continent for the world. Even the poorest country, where they don't become the most developed country. Not because they get natural resources. Now the way where they use the resources of their mind. See this phone. This iPhone. Apple today. Now one of the most successful company for the history of the world. With a market capitalization of over $600 billion. What did they start with? They start with person where you develop an idea for garage. What did Nelson Mandela start with? When I know what he make Mandela be so determined, even as a child, Mandela grew up for inside African royal family. Mandela uncle be die. He leave Mandela with him mommy. And Mandela papa be die, leave Mandela with him mommy. Now Mandela, he uncle, will be being a chief. Now he raised Mandela. So Mandela grew up for a royal family where he lived with dignity. They treat him very well as an African. Until Mandela come out, he finish high school, he go for city. The moment he go, the very first day he enter class, Mandela experienced racism. They start for make Mandela feel say not be human. From that day, it changed Nelson Mandela. It make Mandela for fight apartheid by every means possible for make sure say Ambazonian people they live a life of dignity. They live as royals. Now for them Mandela, a revolutionary mindset is start. It start now how Mandela be experienced racism for inside own class. Now for them Mandela it change. So for we the Ambazonian people, for all we, the change don't come. Now through the consistent inspirational education with the leader of our independence and the activist, they constantly engineer and reprogram the minds of the Ambazonian people. Dr. Cho Ayaba, he don't do the greatest work for the Ambazonian people them. Forgive the Ambazonian people them, the most powerful weapon on the history of the world. Forgive them for reawakening their minds, for reawakening their greatness, for reawakening their desire, their determination, their commitment, for reawakening the greatness within the Ambazonian people then. Forgive them hope. He use them for reprogram we. He use his eloquence. He use his charisma. He use his tenacity. He use his ability for touch you, for take you for different places. He opened the vault of the Ambazonian people, their mind. He opened the gold mine where they inside all we. The greatest weapon, the most sophisticated weapon. Now this reprogramming will don't take place inside Ambazonian people, their minds. This reprogramming what I tell you now. If you not continue to pay attention, I tell you, my Ambazonians, there is nothing La République du Cameroon go do. There is no conny what they will do. No amount of bribery. Because every time inside one mind now, they compare, the mind they compare. La République will come offer this. Inside your mind, you know say it not even be 1/10 of what you want them now. Of how you want to live, of how you want to be treated, of how you want to be respected as a person. You know so. You take and you will compare them with how you don't live. How Ambazonia don't live since 1961 with La République du Cameroon. You talk say never again. Now the change is this. Now the weapon this. That weapon. It give you the contrast. With Dr. Ayaba don't give we. It give we, Sise could help we for launch that independence. all Ambazonia, then there are thousands. They woke up that meme. They woke up that DNA, that part of our DNA where we don't be suppressed. They woke up that part of our mind where the Republic be don't close them. They woke up them. They open them up. The moment they open them up, this part of our brain, it open up. The game don't finish for La Republic. Any people with the part of their brain where they call and say the frontal lobe, once you activate that part of the human brain, the human mind, that person nothing ever go back to the past. Never again. That's why most Ambazonian, the moment they come out Ambazonia, outside Ambazonia, they go even for Nigeria. When they come back, they no go ever be the same again. Because that system, it be created now for suppress that part of the brain, may it not ever be open. So that's why you see Ambazonian them. When they come out outside, they come back. They change. Any place, the moment any person come out Ambazonia, it come out La Republique, it go outside even for 3 months, that person come back and need ever be the same again. And that person need ever fit, need ever fit, if fit inside that system anymore. And they work on this. That's why all these Ambazonians, they don't travel across the globe. They don't help for hook up this thing within their families. They don't help for these forces as they communicate with the forces. This training with Sheikh Kavi, it carry these Ambazonian young boys them. For that time, they be train them inside those camps. Now the changes them this way they take place in them. That's why ADF be ADF. Because they help them for shift that programming. They help them for change the conditioning, for change those programs and put new programs inside. Once you help a person, it make that shift. That person not ever be the same again. The person not ever accept occupation anymore. The person not ever accept for live as slave anymore. The person not ever accept for live inside La Republique du Cameroon their system. Now the changes and this don't take place. Now the most sophisticated, the most powerful weapon where we don't change them for the Ambazonian people, now for change the value system of the Ambazonian people then. Now for change the value system of our fighters. The reason why Paul Biya recruit Samuel Sako and Chris Ano. Now for push our people, they may go back for those things then. If you see all their intoxication, now for push the people then back for that same things then. If you see, because for those states, now for the people that they tolerate corruption, the reason why Ambazonia they fight for move Samuel Sako for their revolution, now because of this programming, we now for the new values, the new value where Ambazonia they get them now, corruption need to exist. That's why Ambazonia then they like make things they be smooth, make things they be open, make things they be transparent. We now understand this thing. Once we understand this thing, we now understand, say, look, like it don't finish for La Republique du Cameroon. The game don't be over for La Republique and Ambazonia. Once you understand what it go on, and it talk about the psychological changes where they don't take place within the Ambazonian spirits. It don't take place within the Ambazonian people, their minds and their brains. Once you understand that, it don't take place within the Ambazonian people, their DNA. It don't take place within the social, biological development of Ambazonians. Everything inside the Ambazonian people, their DNA don't be changed. Now the biggest weapon this, now the most sophisticated weapon this we don't develop. Muna not thinking na ADF. Muna not thinking na the AK una the buy and send for ground. No. Now the changes in values. So when you see Ambazonia, they be against this embezzlement of my trip to Boya. Now, because of those changes, it made them the question them. Because for Ambazonians, the transformation, they no one be part of corruption. They no one be part of La Republique corruption and bribery. So what you want to see and it happen for the Ambazonian revolution, including you see Ambazonia, they attack Akwanga, they attack Abdul Karim. Not be not because say Ambazonia they like infighting. No. Now because they no one what they call and say vicious values. They no want the things that will be destructive. That's why they don't like manipulation. The moment they see them, they attack them in order for them for move them away from them. So when they see that they go after Samuel Sako, more are not thinking that just because they hate Sako, now because inside Ambazonia them, they don't want any of those things when they make them be and occupy people. They don't want any of those things if keep Ambazonia them undeveloped. They don't want any of those things where they go people, they go money where they're supposed to use them for build water for community. The DO, the SDO, with some few parliamentarians them, they go take the money chopper. Ambazonia, they don't want those things anymore. So waiting when they really see for this evolution, when they see that the manifestations of the new Ambazonians. That's why when Dr. Everybody talk for that way, when they see Ambazonia, they be so happy. They be so happy. Because it is moved them towards the direction of their future. It moved them towards their destiny. And so people like Chris Anu and Samuel Sako, they be irritating for the Ambazonian people, their mind. Because Ambazonia, they did really see them. The inside was spirit. We are not in a danger. We are not in a danger. Now they change this way they see them. So when they see Ambazonia, they attack Chris Anu, attack Samuel Sako, not because they hate them, not because they hate what they represent them. They hate what they sell for the Ambazonian people them. They hate what they do for Ambazonian revolution. Now because of this reprogramming, now because of this shift in our value system, now it make we repel anything where we not say be anti-progress. It be anti-Ambazonian people their freedom. That's why we hate make leaders a lie. That's why they hate Samuel Sako in lies telling. That's why they hate Chris Anu intoxication. Because it need to correspond anymore who will be as a people. When I understand? So when I see all these things, make when I not think say now just because say people they like to attack them. No. They attack now waiting be wrong with those things. And they don't make those things be part of them anymore. That's why when Paul Biago made that their nonsense. That's why when La République du Cameroon colonial prime minister can't offer Ambazonia and say he want to make peace return Ambazonia, they will ask and say, what is peace? What is make peace return for where? And to what? That's how they talk say effective decentralization. Ambazonia they say what? Effective decentralization? A process where we don't start since 1994? And we're there for 2000? Really? Ambazonia say what? Effective decentralization. Now a law where we don't pass since 1994. And we're there for 2000. You see how? Mix match. It no match. That's why no matter what they do, we need to work. I be telling you now. Not only for you if you get this kind of education. I be telling you now. You see how? So when I relax, now the changes we don't take place within us. Now they make people they repel those things. Now they make people they push away those things. Now they make people the one make Chris Anu and La République and Samuel Sako may they come off Ambazonia revolution. Now the things and this way they happen. So that's why even like today, when I don't see picture, they don't come out now. Our brother Eugene Ufoka, Ambazonia youngest diplomat, he don't publish pictures of Akwanga, where it help for move fighters them from the battlefield, bring them for Ghana, Americans stay for Ghana, move them from the battlefield. That's why you see Ambazonia they go after Akwanga. Not because they hate Akwanga. Now because they know say Akwanga they destroy their revolution. Now because they know say Akwanga the one prevent them from getting what they want, from becoming free, from Akwanga they try for prevent them from make that they get the life where they are picking they deserve them, from make them they get the hope where they deserve them, from make them they live for a country where their dignity will be preserved, for them for develop a democratic society where it be transparent, where it be accountable, where it be progressive, where people they get dreams and hope, and you see development every day. For place where they, the first time I come for Canada here, for some city where I be stay there, within 10 years, a small city within 10 years, it moved from 250,000 people to 1 million people within 10 years. One small city. It just been a small town. It moved from 250,000 people to 1 million people within 10 years. If you see the level of development, it ain't like people that come up from bush house and then out of a sudden they get story building everywhere within 10 years. We don't see this transformation don't take place. So what you see Ambazonia, they know what they want. Ambazonia, they don't be programmed, reprogrammed, reconditioned for them for come for a place where they know exactly what they want, and within themselves, instinctually, that means say for their sense, they know anytime when some person they lie them, and they know when some person they tell them the truth. When you see that he go after Abdul Karim, now because they know say, even though he talks he be religious scholar, but that Swiss thing don't make it a lie. And they know say La Republique also sent Abdul Karim here, may come begin to work. They tell Ambazonian people about this negotiation. But they know say no negotiation need to go on. So they know say the lie. So they need attack Abdul Karim now because they hate Abdul Karim. We don't hate people because we'll not be a hateful society. But we hate this deception. We hate lies telling. We hate manipulation. We don't say the Swiss HD thing na lie. We don't say no nothing need to go on. But we hate people that will come, they continue to tell we say something they go on. Even when they know say no nothing need to go on. Now because Ambazonia they don't develop themselves for that place now. We they don't want all this connect them anymore. Now the thing this way they happen for this Ambazonia revolution. Now the thing this way La Republique they fear and the most. So that's why you see them, they the one carry all the number, can begin put all those bad in them back for Ambazonian people they are from. You tell me, I ask you something. Tell me how number if he help Ambazonia and La Republique me develop. You tell me. If na country that will be serious for solve a problem, why they will go use native man like success in Congo? Me can be their peace ambassador. Why do we go use a Tanganji like Minister of Territorial Administration? They want to take you back. Why do we go use the 419 people then? How you go manage use 419 people then for create development? For solve a problem? Una see, huh? That's why Ambazonia they understand. So if you see what did really happen around us, now these changes so don't take place. That's why even small Ambazonia picking with day 1 year old, you know, if you sing Ambazonia anthem, land of milk and honey, land of greatness, they know. That's why no matter what La Republique do, they no go ever fit for win Ambazonians. As long as we continue on the path for give the Ambazonian people them the impulse of quality inspiration for continuously stimulate the part of that human mind, we go constantly expand the Ambazonian people for what you want to call and say the glory of God. We just call and say greatness. As long as we get leaders, we get activists with their goal now for continuously unleash this positive energy, this positive vibration, when it create all the things and all the inventions for this world. All them, they come now from positive vibration. La Republique want keep you in the momentum of negative vibration. Because for negative vibration, the only thing where you want them, you just want safety. As long as you be safe, now all that you want out of life, which then they call and say peace. Your basic human desire, now your need for be safe. Now all that La Republique want them for you. Because when you live for that state, the only thing with your mind desire, now just make some person not worry you. You see police, you just do so. You become very timid. You become very fearful. Life, they take away life from you. They take away your soul from you. They take away hope from you. You become a dead, walking human being. No hope, no aspiration, no destiny, no future. And that's why most people them inside Ambazonia and La Republique, their life expectancy now only 54 years old. Only 54 years. The life expectancy for an Ambazonian and a La Republique now 54, between 54 and 56 years. That's why people they die early. Because the occupational system, it don't take away life out of those people. That's what Ambazonian they fight for. But the courage that of the Ambazonian people there. This reprogramming will don't take place within us. Why most parts of the globe, average life expectancy, now 80 years. So why people they live for the same world? Why some people their own life expectancy will be only been at 54 to 56 years? Why other people their life expectancy now 84 years? Now because in hopelessness, people they rather prefer for die than for live. In hopelessness, people they rather end the pain than for continue to suffer. That's why the society be filled of diseases, of corrupt, and the primary disease, and the disease of hopelessness. The primary disease for La Republique du Cameroon are the disease of hopelessness. The people of La Republique are the most hopeful people for Africa. And that's why that country no go ever, for the next, as the food and say they go emerge for 2036, Paul Biado already died. So now who said the emergence go come out? Even for 2036, they no will even start. So that's why you see Ambazonia, they be so resilient, they be so determined, they be so committed. Now because of the yearning, that desire for free homeland, that desire for rebuild, for create an industrialization for Ambazonia, that desire for develop all our villages, for give our people them better quality drinking water, for make Ambazonia maybe modern, and we go do them because we don't woke up the part of the human mind where Ambazonia then where they outside of Ambazonia they don't see what it be possible. At the talk of boys them where they just cross go Nigeria. Some boy they we don't cross go Nigeria 2 years ago. Go see what they do for Nigeria just in 2 years. Just in 2 years. Just in 2 years. See what they do for Nigeria. See, once you unleash the human potential, not enough is stop them. Once you unleash the human potential, nothing will stop them. For La Republique, they did suppress potential. For Ambazonia, we did unleash the potential. For La Republique, they did suppress greatness. When you want to do anything great, they kill you. For Ambazonia, we did encourage greatness. That's why when we see a general they do that kind of work, like General Efang, Lieutenant General Popo, like yesterday, right? Commander Capo, he do the work where they do for Bui, where they ambush La Republique du Cameroon. La Republique du Cameroon. He did record them. He said when I finish them, we'll go. When we see those kind of things, we can't celebrate them. When we see waiting young boys them, like Aya Abine of the Aya Foundation, for they do that kind of great work, for save an entire society, we be celebrate them. Because for La Republique, those things they be discouraged. When they even see you, you try for help society, for build people them up. They kill you. When I say, when we see small pikin like princess, see princess, small girl. See now that potential for the Ambazonia. We see small girl like princess. He write that kind of poem then. He woke up, he get that spirit for talk about the future of Ambazonia pikin them. Would you appreciate them? Would you honor them? Now the thing is like Republic fear. That's why they fear Yaba. Because they know say, as long as Ayaba exists, and Ayaba continue for inspire the Ambazonian people them, continue for awaken this positive vibration them, for keep Ambazonian spirit alive, for keep dreams, for keep hope, for keep them empowered, for keep them encouraged. As long as they know say Ambazonia go only be emboldened, Ambazonia they will get more confidence, they will get more courage, because once you open that part of the human brain, the spirit go only be expand. Their spirit go expand, the spirit go expand. The people their dream go big, the people their desire go big, the people their capacity, their courage, their creativity go only increase. Now the thing is what they fear Ayaba. Not been just because Ayaba the buy gun for down. Not been because Ayaba just the build ADF. No. Now for give the same hope for ground. But a greatest gift to the Ambazonian people now is now the knowledge, his skills, his experiences, now his ability for do what Jesus will do and for the world. Now his ability for transform the people by renewing their minds. Now his ability for give the people a sense of human elevation. Now his ability for take the people, take them into a journey to their own for their own destiny. Now his ability for take them to the moon and show them how life will be for this land, Ambazonia. Now, the ability for take them into that journey, take them, show them mentally, make them experience the freedom. And then for see if they want to be anything like live with the people of La République of Cameroon. That's why La République de fear Ayaba. They know say a gift of understanding of the cultural, sociological, biological needs of the Ambazonian people them. As this elevation don't take place, they know say there's no going back. That's why it don't become their greatest threat. That's why Weti Capo do am. That's why when Capo Daniel, it expose all that La République they are conning. That's why they close the account left and right. We don't understand the game. So this the greatest weapon my people them. Moon are not thinking that the AK don't get them for ground. Yes, if I forget those things, but what greatest power now the sophistication we don't become. We don't become a very sophisticated people. Whereas La République they try for offer we go back for be a traditional people. We say no. We don't understand. So all these things will happen now between the status quo, a painful past, a dreadful past, a miserable past, versus a compelling future, a prosperous future, a free future, a better life, better opportunities. Now the difference that. So when you see them, now the war not been adjust what did happen for ground. Now a war between values, corrupt values versus progressive values. Now the war is. Now the real war, not been what did happen for ground. The real war, now a war between corrupt values, vicious values versus empowering, elevating, inspiring, progressive, emboldened values. Now the war is. Now a war for give the human mind the light of glory and greatness versus for make the person become poor, sick, stupid, foolish, miserable, and hopeless. Now the difference between Ambazonia and La République that. And so once the people they come for the conscious conclusion of what these differences that they offer, what La République offer and what Ambazonia they offer. The Ambazonian people, that's why they choose freedom. When you see that they talk, so and they explain all these things, I really understand. Because all the other things, the basis than this. Now for you they come out. Once you understand this one, you no need for be afraid of Ambazonian freedom. It be inevitable. La République is over. What be between La République and Ambazonia don't be over. It don't be over. The work we don't do for re-engineer this new programming, this new value system for the Ambazonian people then. Now they work this, and that's why La République de fear we. That's why La République de fear the ASUS. That's why La République de fear the VP. That's why La République fear the Secretary of State, Larry, Dr. Larry. That's why the La République fear VP Julius Nye. That's why La République fear these people them. That's why they don't want to mention AGOFC. That's why they don't want to mention the ADF. Why? Because they know saying that the positive force. They know saying that the positive force. Because they stand for those places, that's why they get a roadmap. They get a strategy for take you there. Because once you come from that place, you become very strategic in your thinking. So this reorientation of Ambazonian people, their psychology, that the winning game this. That's why I don't finish for La République du Cameroon. That's why when even if I sleep now for 1 hour or for 2 hours, I sleep me in peace. Because I sleep, I know say the game don't finish. I know say between Ambazonia and La République don't finish. This sophisticated weapon we don't develop them inside we. Now La République fear. So that's why they not fit debate we. That's why they not fit debate we. Because for them, their own debate na force. Their own debate na bribery. Their own debate na for try for corrupt some person. So tell me how they feel win you. When you be 10 times more sophisticated than them. Because they use na primitive tools. We do use na sophisticated tools. So how the person feel win you? How? Is it like for Commode Canada? We are fit be for here. I talk for some person for ground one. I just go WhatsApp I talk for you. Then for me for Commode for here for Waka or Canada, so I go reach your ground now. Now which one? So now the difference between Ambazonia and La République this. La République now an archaic system where you don't die. No hope not there for La République du Cameroon. Even if you go hook up na Jesus, hope not there for La République du Cameroon. I say, are they live right now? You want to talk? Are they live? All man the hear what you the talk.
Power on. Bluetooth
Are they for Facebook?
pairing.
All man the watch, all man the listen. If you want to talk, you talk.
Bluetooth connected.
When I come over, they live. You have to make when I talk, when I know I talk. So, Ambazonians, look, when I don't begin what on ourselves, the game don't finish between we and La République. Wait, you want to go live for what? For dusted society? For a garbage society? People they weigh their whole capital, economic capital. It is small past land train. They hold their whole economic capital. It is small past land train. See, Ambazonia. No ever imagine them. That's why when I see these kind of things, I think I put them for now. So that more laugh. More laugh. We really need for laugh, Ambazonian. We really need for laugh these things because once you understand these things, you no go fall for that chuki anymore. You no go ever fall for that La République, their stupid chuki. And something this way, all we will get for really laugh. I'm gonna put them up for all now. Who say you there no? Okay, now you this. It don't come up. I'm gonna put them up for all we. We all we need for laugh. I'm gonna put them up. Who say you there? I beg, when I give me a moment, I'm gonna put them up. I'm gonna put them up for all now. That's why when this thing come out yesterday, when I start for laugh. Because we didn't have a different place. That's all we get for laugh. We really need for laugh. All right. So, una dey see am, a few days ago, La République du Cameroon newspaper, it can't talk say they say some prominent Amba leaders, they go join Paul Biya in new government of national reconciliation. 3 days after, La République #1 infiltrator, we Biya put inside Ambazonia revolution. He come up, he go pay money, they make banner, they make a signboard. That signboard the way that he hang am. They make signboard for Santa, for Holland. Now in that, una see self. Now in that, La République #1 infiltrator. They don't do what Paul Biya they do. Paul Biya they so since they got their independence in 1960, they never developed their country. They go wait when small occasion one come. They carry Paul Biya big signboard, signboard. They go hang for road. They go hang for road. Now people than this, Paul Biya put una inside una revolution. 3 days after, Paul Biya say prominent Amba leaders to join Biya's new government. Now in that, the comedian, the Gideon, Ian Samson. Now then that, they don't go make poster. They hold on. Even the person where he hold the picture, if the person where he hold that thing, he says be proud of what he do. Why he hide the face? If the person, why the person where he go do this thing, why he hide the face? You see, if not true, because at the word don't blink hard. Now in this, at the word because I feel proud. If the person where he go do this thing, he believes say what he be do I'm not true. Why he hide the face? Not be for hold and will smile. If for hold on, that's why for hold on. I put on this side. If for hold on, what side? Okay, I'll move this side. That's why for hold on will smile. If for hold on so, will smile. But why did he hide the face? Because even the person not believe what he did one. Even the person knows say they just paid them a small money, may they go hold on. Why did they go hold on for place where no human being not there? Why did they not go put them for market square? Why did they go hold on? When I see play they go hold on, some person they go stand for near bush. They do them for take picture send them. No human being not there. And the people there they do and they hide their face. I don't tell una. Una they deal with the different generations of Ambazonians. Because they know say na thief people them. They know say na La République infiltrators. They know say na impostors. People the way they never buy 1 AK. Give them for the boys and make they fight. But they go put poster. Say they be prominent Amba leaders so they want to join Paul Biya government. 3 days after, they go put poster. Now then that, una dey see am for una front. Now in that, una now dey see what they go on, right? Una dey see the game. Biya they try for keep una back. That's why when una see this kind of thing, we una no fight am, una laugh. Na comedy. We know what we'll be. We know what we don't become. We'll be a sophisticated generation. Feel sorry for that boy. Where they pay 10,000 may go hold that thing. Instead, you got to feel sorry now for you. You got to feel sorry for them. For the person where they pay may go hold that this thing. Now in that, it be shame. See a shame they make it so they go hide your own face. Now shame. Stupidity. Now in that. Now in that. Now in that. Now the stupidity that. Now the stupidity. Now in that. Impostors. They want to be president. President for paper. President for signboard. For bush. No human being not there. Now in that. Now in that. Now the stupidity this. Now the comedy this. By all means. La République du Cameroon. They go show una wonders. That's why we not take this thing serious. When I see this kind of thing, we just laugh. We just laugh. We just laugh. We just laugh. Say president. They're impostors. And all Ambazonia, they know him. So not be something else we get for can't tell now. Because even the person we see he hold that this thing, see I see the hide the face. Because it is shame. It is shame. It is shame now public propaganda. So be hopeful, my people. We are not worried place way and between Ambazonia and La Republic. The game don't be over. It's over for them. It don't be over. Diongote know him. Pobia know him. Even the Swiss HD know him. That's why now that they try to buy fighters them. May they not fight again. Because they know say the game don't be over. Why you think they will get such committed young men and women? When I think that because all Ambazonia they carry guns? Come on. Now because we don't awaken the giant within the Ambazonian people then. We don't awaken something much more powerful than any AK, than any machine gun. We don't awaken the giant within the Ambazonian people then. That power of the Ambazonian potential, we don't open them up. Are the greatest secret, are the most powerful, sophisticated weapon. Now it go help we for build a country like no other. Now it go help we for develop a country like no other. Now it go help we for within 4 years, Ambazonia go develop within the development will go take place for inside Ambazonia within the first 4 years. Just within the first 4 years. Just within the first 4 years of our freedom, the development will go take place inside Ambazonia. It go pass anything where La Republique du Cameroon don't ever do them for since their independence. Just the first 4 years alone for inside Ambazonia, the level of development where the Ambazonian people go get up, it go be more than the entire things we Cameroon don't do in the last since 1960. In the first 4 years alone, if you know the manifesto for Ambazonia, the economic manifesto for Ambazonia. See, La Republique knows. If you know the political setup, how do one set up Ambazonia? See, man, La Republique go get the best constitution for inside Africa. The whole inside La Republique, inside Ambazonia go get the best constitution inside Africa. Just the Charter of Rights. The charter will go give Ambazonia the rights. No one day, a policeman, he go lift a finger, he touch an Ambazonia. Army no even see themselves. If you see the Charter of Rights for Ambazonia then, see them, they can't wait till they come for the Ambazonian people, they will not even see them. Wait till they come in terms of where we go be as a people. We'll be very fortunate. It don't be over. So there is no going back. No worry with ourselves between Ambazonia and La Republique. There is no going back. They know how you feel money bring day and night. You talk to me, they coexist. They not fit coexist. They not fit coexist. One day for you, one day for you. Day and night, they not fit mix them together. You not fit. You not fit mix. You not fit take evil and good. You put them together. You not fit. You not fit take progress and you take decay. You put them together. You need a mix. You need a mix. We not fit mix. The mixing not be because we and them not fit be side by side. No, the mixing are what they inside we. What they inside we not fit mix with what they inside them. It not fit mix. It clash. They call them values conflict. It go clash. And now the resistance where you see them Cristiano, they face them inside Ambazonian revolution. They clash with the Ambazonian people then. Because their own destructive value system and Ambazonian people their own empowering value system, it not the match. So that's why Christian get for the shout. That's why it only the shout. It need a match. So Ambazonia and La Republique, which is inside we and which is inside, it need a match. So that's why the game don't be permanently over. It don't be permanently over. Because what you don't offer them from the Ambazonian people, and what you go continue for offering from the Ambazonian people, it be so aspirational. The only person we go prefer for go back for La Republique du Cameroon, na person we don't drink gamalin. That's why even the one who they inside prison, even if they don't torture them now how, which you don't put them inside them, it go still resist the torture, and they go withstand the torture, and they go overcome, because waiting there inside them, it be so big when a person if he go through all the torture, it not give them up, because when you give up for the aspiration of your destiny, when you give up your destiny, you die. The moment you give up for your destiny, you die. Who won't die? La Republique na death. Anything La Republique na death trap. That's why you see their society be as useless as it be. And that's why you see the only way for people to live for that society, not through bribery and corruption. That's why you see the society be so stagnant. It actually be regressive. Now society will go backward. No, not you need to move forward. Go try for make one small document. Go try for make ID card. A simple ID card. A simple ID card. Go try for make a simple ID card. The most common document for the entire planet. Go try for make them for La Republique. It tell you the kind system we dey inside. Not to talk of go try for make passport. People they do they don't spend up to 1 million. They don't even still get the passport. It tell you. But for here, I even stay from my house and not go nowhere within 48 hours. I get an express passport. A Canadian express passport.
Power off.
It be made. And they post them right inside my own house and not even leave my house. Within 48 hours. And it will cost me less than 100,000 Cameroon money. For a Canadian passport. I know so you get plenty talk for talk. I never finish my program. When I finish the program, I go open the line and you go call back. Thanks. So, Siam, look, inside Ambazonia, you go for passport office. Within 2 days, they go make that passport for that same office. They know they send your ID card for France. They make ID card for France and then send them back for you. The program, the machine, every place, every state, you go get passport centers. Where you go make your own passport. Every state, you just go there within 2 days, you get your passport. ID card, you know they go now for police for go get ID card. Why the police they make ID card? Why? Why? What the police got for do with ID card? What the police got for do with ID card? If not in a corrupt system. For place where they, you just come out, you go for place where they give driver's license. You just go there, you present your anything where it shows saying you. They just shit down for there. You stand up, they take your picture. They give you small paper. They tell you, say, go. For 1 week, this thing will come for your door. The government go send them. They just can't put them for you. They just can't deliver your ID card, or your driver's license or your ID card for your door. Why you got for go now for some place for go take them? Why? Small ID card. The Ambazonia or the bill. Any place where you there, for that community where you there, the system go there. The office go there for you for make birth certificate, for get your ID card, for get your health card, Any document you want them, you go for one place, you get all those documents. You want to start business, we go get office for when they make business, the department for business, for go register business. You go there, you only pay if na 5 amber. All man no say na 5 amber. No cheating no day, no corruption no day, no man of it take bribe. You go there, you go see them for paper. They go put them all in. What you need them. If na this document, it go cost you na this. You go see them. All transparent. And no man of it ask you when you pay extra. It go just be clean. Now clean. And would it build a clean Ambazonia? Clean. With things a bit stress-free. So that mommy will sell for market, he go get a license. No man no go there go bribe mommy. Person you want open a store, you will get your license. You know your tax. No man no cheating no day. So that Ambazonia they go get the lowest tax for the entire world. We go get what tax rate. It go be so low so that all Ambazonia then when they get business, they feel prosper. Not be another one way some person come. He can't look your store. You get store winner, the store be worth 1 million. Some person just come out for the sending from Yaoundé, they can't look your store. He tell you say patent. Na 500,000. 50% of your entire money for the store. Now you go pay them for tax. How store go manage grow? They never ever make an evaluation for determine your tax system. How are people go manage grow? For 2015, the last time I go home, we come out Bamenda. For between Bamenda for go reach Manfe, now only 2 hours. Now only 2 hours. We pass through 18 checkpoints. Between Bamenda and Manfe. And that time this revolution never start. We pass through 18 checkpoints. Driver get for pay 500 for 18 checkpoints. Multiply 500 by 18. How he go manage feed the family? How if he prosper? For that kind of system. 18 checkpoints for do waiting for road. I did drive from here, I did come out. I passed through 5 states. The only time we go see police for road, now for the height, now for see say you not speed plenty. And when you speed, now the only time that they will stop you, they go only ask you, may you show your driver's license, you show the insurance for that motor, and you show say now you get that motor, or you show the ownership. Now all that, no complication. That's why the society they progress, so that you get time for go for place where you go. Not be saying they keep you for waiting. And if that police person, he keep you for too long, he asks you stupid question, you fit call police for police. You fit pick up phone, you call police. Say some policeman they worry you. And police go come. For can't defend you against another policeman. Say now what you worry. And if you don't like it, you not correct you go court. You talk, say, police be stop me. They ask me some kind of foolish question. They do this for me. They keep me there for 3 hours. You go sue them. And judge he go bring them for court. And no man of it close that court case. The governor of it close that court case. The prime minister of it close that court case. The chief of police enough it close that court case. No man. Nothing close a court case. Because the law be bigger than all man. The law be bigger than the prime minister. If the chief of police, he take this thing, he try for change him. He himself, they go jail. Because the right now for protect the people them against police, against fraud and use of power. The Ambazonia or the Bilam. The Ambazonia or the creator. And for Ambazonia them for live a good life. For live a prosper, for live life where you get dignity. For live life where people them. They be protected more by the law than by any person. Where any person it be equal above for the law. Whether it be private prime minister of Canada not get right past Asu Lucas for this Canada. Me and prime minister will get the same rights, even though they not born me here. But as long as I be picking for it, I be citizen, I get equal rights with prime minister of Canada. I get equal rights with prime minister on picking them. And even if we go now for some place, for some office, minister dede, if na me I be in front line for minister will stand my back. They go treat me first, then they check minister. Because me and minister will get the same rights. No man not be big man. Minister, he position. It don't mean say it be for life. It big past me. It just get a position. And that position only end for office. When he come on inside office, all we are equal people then. That's why for here, even if the minister do something, they go arrest that minister. Just like if an ordinary citizen be do something, they go arrest him. One mayor for here, mayor for the former mayor of Toronto. Mayor Ford, the former mayor of Toronto. He drink Mimbo drunk. He drink Mimbo so they drive motor. When police they stop you, they know say he don't drink Mimbo. They catch you. Toronto police arrest you. They carry you go police station. They carry you go court. When they go there, they check up. They say they don't take some other small thing the way you're not supposed to take them. But they call them drugs. He can't add on top of the problem. He says, "Get for go court." Ain't no fee bribe any person, and that case they not feel lost up. There is no way you feel lost the case because the way with the system they set up, any person try anything, now that person in neck go. Now that person will be for problem. Now the Ambazonia then this, now the Ambazonia this would create them. Now the future this, that's why it be so powerful. That's why it be so powerful. It be worth for do the investment, for make the commitment, so that we turn them into a reality. For give our people, they may come back home. La Republic try for bring Ambazonia refugees and back into Ambazonia as waiting. May they come back to what? Make things a return for normal. What it be normal? Ask yourself. They say make things that return to normal. For which normal? For which normal? They talk say peace. Make peace return. Wait till be peace. Wait till be peace. What is peace? When I see the deception, which kind of peace? Peace under what conditions? Peace under what kind of circumstances? Peace under what framework? You see, when Ambazonia they hear this kind of thing, you tell me how Ambazonia they don't vex with the Republic of Cameroon. When they hear this kind of manipulation, tell me how Ambazonia no vex. That's why we need to take them serious. That's why Cameroon never start for talk. We need for protect the future of the Ambazonian people. Then. We need for protect that destiny. We need for protect that greatness. We need for protect them. And for protect them, that means we must finish this work and end the process. Finish this work once and for all and give what people what they deserve. We must finish them. The time don't come. So that's why I want to take the time now for warn Abdul Karim. Abdul Karim, stop your nonsense. You know say not you need to go on with anything in the name of Swiss HD or Swiss talks. Stop him, Abdul Karim. We know why La Republique send you out. We know why you they out. Now for continuously for make this noise, give the Ambazonian people them false hope. On the 14th of just last week, I showed you the document. For the first time, they asked Swiss HD. Say, I said, my people them. I said Swiss. Cameroon to one. They don't show commitment for talk. The people they just make like say every year. So Abdul Karim, stop for life for the Ambazonian people. Say their only chance for negotiation is through the Swiss. No negotiation need to go on. No nothing need to go on. Cameroon never commit. Cameroon never ever show any interest or commit. The war, now a war between La Republique and Ambazonia. Ambazonia, they no figure try for negotiate with themselves. Where Cameroon never show any interest for commit. They never commit. And under what terms and circumstances they commit. So stop for life for the Ambazonia people then. Stop for deceive our communities. Stop for carry out that false propaganda. Stop him, Abdul Karim. Stop him. Stop him. That the only thing we want to use them for survive Sako. Say Samuel Sako don't give with Swiss talk. Stop him. Thieves. We know say no man of his stand inside La Republique. They begin to talk. So when you talk and then they don't move you outside, may they send you, can deceive our communities them. May they not commit money the way they're supposed to commit for the armed resistance. Una stop them. And then now una don't buy fighters them. We know the game. Una don't buy fighters them. For carry them goes for Swiss HD. Pictures don't come out. Where you have una friend Akwanga we there for una group with Sako their group. Pictures don't come out now where Eugene don't post them. It go buy fighters, buy generals. Now better be one of them. Una know so. Abdul Karim will know the game. Stop him. Stop him. You and Samuel Sako, for that one a small click, una don't destroy the Ambazonian people them enough. Stop him. Stop him. I don't like for the call your name all the time, but stop him. We know this game. Stop him. Why people don't need false hope. You don't need false hope. Ambazonia will negotiate with itself when Cameroon never commit. And Ambazonia will go negotiate with the Swiss. They use Akwanga and the rest for disarm our boys them. Make calls for move them, give them visa, make them come out the territory. Make they can't settle them for Ghana and Nigeria. We know the game. We not stop them. Just so you know, Abdul Karim, the Swiss HD, we don't be for Central Africa for 11 years. Now, which kind peace process they don't get them for Central Africa for 11 years? Now, which peace they don't achieve them for Central Africa for 11 years? Answer that question. We know the game of Swiss HD. Now, the same Swiss HD right now for Central Africa, it is set up other groups them around where the minerals are there. So that make those groups, they begin to help the Swiss, the French, and all the other company them. May they begin to extract those minerals in the middle of a conflict. And that's why they don't want to resolve that conflict. We know the game. 11 years. Where Swiss HD talks say it want to help make peace come for Central Africa between the fighting groups and the government. 11 years after. The war is still go on. Stop them. Same for Mali. How many years where Swiss AG don't be inside Mali? For talks they want bring peace between the rebel groups and the government. How many years? For 7 years. Which don't happen for Mali with Swiss AD. Abdul Karim will not stop this game with this mafia organization. Will not stop this game. Stop them. When I don't go around for 8 months with Swiss talks. Cameroon don't commit. Swiss talk. For give Ambazonia a false hope. Deception. Abdul Karim will not stop this nonsense. And the Ambazonia community there for Canada. Will not stop for listen for people the way they not get with interest at heart. Cameroon send them out. May they can't. She don't tell when I say time don't should go negotiate. If we not go negotiate, we will lose the opportunity now. Go negotiate. Cameroon never commit. You go negotiate now. Who? Say US don't endorse them. You don't endorse them. They endorse what? Endorse talk. Endorse talk. Any person they way don't put any framework for ground. Any person that we don't bring Cameroon to the table? We not stop this nonsense. We not stop for distract our communities. We not stop for fool our communities. May they not donate money for place will be necessary for liberate homeland. We not stop them. We know the game. John so fruit come up. Now so he be there for ground zero. It talk, oh, it shout, it shout, Ambazonia, Ambazonia. The moment it come up from outside, what happen, John so fruit? What happen? We not be very careful for any person who stay inside the Republic of Cameroon. They call the name Ambazonia, 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 Ambazonia. We not be very careful. We not be very careful. So Abdul Karim, stop this thing. Ambazonia community, I want Bekuna. All we stay for this country. Our communities, they don't need for become political tools. Our communities, they're supposed to be now for the mobilization for homeland. Not be for people for using like their small Njangi group. They don't use una for 4 years, it don't be enough. Sako don't drain all una. They take all our communities, they turn them into small La Republique Sako political IG groups. Which it don't happen for homeland. Una come back on our senses. All our communities, they're supposed to be na mobilization base for support ground zero. For support where the work. Not be for big political base. For government we will not get them. For a homeland for government for virtual thieves. For them to live their life. Why forces the day for down day, they not get anything. We not stop her. Abdul Karim, stop your nonsense. Stop your nonsense about Ambazonia and Swiss talks. Stop for deceive them. Stop them. You don't correct. 8 months when I don't run around, or 9 months when I don't run around. Who say when I don't bring the Ambazonia people there? For give them a false sense of hope. Just like for La Republique of Cameroon. They always give the people them false sense of hope. When the boy that they work for down there, for give the Ambazonian people them a leverage, for give them a credible negotiation. Ambazonia now, make I tell you now why La Republique no one comfortable. I tell you now. So that for once and for all, this Abdul Karim then they will shut up permanently. I tell you now what did happen. La Republique no one comfortable. Now because of the losses we don't experience and for ground zero. In the last few months, we don't experience incredible losses because of infiltrators, the partnership between La Republique infiltrators and the misguided forces them for ground zero. We experience a lot of losses. We lost Fako, Meme. We lost Meme, we lost Manu, we lost Indian, we lost Coupe, we lost a lot of places for the northern zone too. The entire southern zone, it will already be taken by La Republique of Cameroon. Okay? Things they start for return for normal. So that's why La Republique of Cameroon, it don't make this calculation. Because of this shift, because when they use this when they use Samuel Sako and Chris Ano, and they go for change the dynamics of the fighting for ground, it make La Republique feel say they not need for go talk for anybody for outside. We now listen very carefully, so that we not make Abdul Karim stop for deceive una. Because of those losses we will experience them, especially after the key General Ivo, we experience a lot of the losses for the southern zone. We lost 80% of the southern zone. Okay? Right after the key General Ivo. Now, only in the last 3 months, the ADF, it don't reconstitute those forces back for those core blocks. That's why we don't make 50% progress for the state of Manu. Just in the last 3 months alone. So, when La Republique be measure all these things, it gives La Republique a sense of hope. So they defeat the resistance. So that's why They don't need for commit for any negotiation. Why they feel commit for a negotiation where they feel defeat the resistance for ground? So that they don't go talk for anybody. In the last 3 months, in the last 4 months since January, when the ADF, it don't re-strategize for build back a capacity, we don't regain 50% of Manu. Right now, we don't make 50% progress for take Manu back. Manu be don't fall. The brigades that will get them for they work where they don't work. We don't gain back 50% control of Manu. The brigade we don't put them for Fako. Now don't make we now don't get a big progress for Fako. And the work for Meme and our sister forces them for Meme. Now they don't gain control. Now we get over 35 to 40% back control of Meme. The work for Coupe, the group where they don't put them for Coupe just in the last 4 months ago with the supply they don't give them. Now they make we don't get almost 35 to 40% back control of Coupe. Now the place that with La République they now. We never really push them forward for the place where it go make them now they feel say, okay, we're not there, make the better go talk than for lost all team. La République never commit for no talks. The momentum we don't build them for the northern state, for the Atlantic states, for the Savannah states. Would it take that momentum now as for shift a lot of those capacity and build the same core strategies them now for the southern states, for the Atlantic states. La République not there for any negotiation because they weigh their options. Because we didn't have for almost a balanced scale. That means say we get a lot of control for ground, but we also not get a lot of not get complete control for a lot of places too. So it way that this thing almost to a balanced scale. We never really defeat La République not fit defeat we. So the scale be balanced right now. And so which you see Samuel Sako that he do now for give La République du Cameroon an upper hand. That incident for Bui, it really affect the plan where they be put them in place. If not, so this evolution for don't finish. So you see, like the incident for Bui, it disrupt our progress. La République knows. So that's why it is now the place we see now. Now, in the last, since after that Bui incident, you see the ADF now don't reorganize itself. And that's why you see now the momentum they kick on. You see now ADF Bamenda Brigade. You see now that the battle La République du Cameroon inside Bamenda. They control Bamenda. The ADF Bamenda Brigade and the sister forces, whether they work in partnership between every hand to hand, AK to AK. You see now the momentum they build whether they control now Bamenda. They control now Mezam. We definitely control the entire state of Mezam. Because of this new shift. Because after that Bui incident, with all which who lost him, with the soldiers who lost him, with the commander who lost him, ADF get for it take a step back. And so for recalibrate and for really rebuild our capacity, we get a stop gap, a small gap. So that gap, it be in a time where La République be thinks that they get hope. Now so we redouble our capacity. And since we don't develop a new technology, it gives we a greater advantage. And then the best thing will don't happen. Now for the Ambazonia people, for discover say they say Samuel Sako and Chris Anu infiltrators them. And then they do all these things to undermine the revolution. So you see now Ambazonia they did now refocus in terms of resource mobilization. When you see now they did now refocus. You see, say the more Ambazonia they try for refocus, for resource mobilization, for increase our capacity for ground. That's why you go hear people them like Abdul Karim, they will come on air, they can start throw in this Swiss talks just for distract you. Just for distract you. Just for keep you distracted. Just for keep you arguing for small talk that they don't matter. And so that's why even them, the same Abdul Karim, they don't come for the conclusion. They say, for that they are Swiss HD thing for Waka. They even get for raise more money, go recruit all those boys for ground, call them Southern Cameroon Elite Force. I be telling last week, say Abdul Karim to want enter inside self-defense. Now because they know say the Swiss thing don't fail. It need to go anywhere. Now paper talk. They know say however ground zero be, now how the talk go determine. Now ground zero go determine any negotiation. The progress will make our ground zero. Now it go determine whether the negotiation that will take place now about a return to federation, an accept of federalism, or outright independence. We now listen very carefully. Not be now any talk. How we control ground zero. Now it go determine the nature of any negotiation. If we not handle and fine, the negotiations, Americans, they go push the option for a return to a balanced past. If we handle ourselves fine, really handle ourselves fine for ground, in terms of our resource mobilization and for execute the strategy where the leader don't put on, we go get outright independent through Operation Effective Takeover. Outright. So, make Abdul Karim to stop this nonsense. Give our people a sense of false hope. The game then are for ground. How we behave on the ground. How we control the ground. How the things that we do are for ground. Now it go determine how a negotiation will take place. So the choice is not there now for the Swiss their hand. The choice not there for the Americans. The choice not even there for any person in hand. The choice of negotiation then for the Ambazonian people their hand. Because now we go determine the terms of negotiation. That's why we're there for very strategic point. That's why you see La République du Sheikh, as Ambazonia, they don't reject and eject. They don't identify, reject and eject La République infiltrators when they be disrupt our revolution. Samuel Sako and Cristiano. So now we don't reject and eject La République infiltrators of the Sakos and the Cristiano. You see now say Ambazonia they focus. That's why the town hall meeting on Saturday with Dr. Ayaba, it be so powerful. People that live there with a sense of healing. People that live there with a sense of healing. People that feel whole. They feel more focused. People that they come now together. We only get now we get one program, one roadmap, one strategy for the liberation of homeland right now. And if we execute them fine, we go get outright independent. Where we no go even need go for negotiation. And that strategy, now they take over. They take over, it take way for bypass any negotiation and give the Ambazonian people direct freedom. Because of the takeover strategy. It go bypass negotiation. Cameroon no one commit. Cameroon no one commit. Alright? So make some person not be fool now. We now get the chance for remobilize all Ambazonians. Remobilize every community. Every Ambazonian community for Canada, for Australia, for America, for France, for South Africa. We need for remobilize the Ambazonian community. The next few months, they will be very, very critical for this revolution. They will be very critical. So we need for remobilize and re-energize and recommit all Ambazonia them back for the focus of the revolution. Because we don't remove all these stupid politics where these people they become, put them inside here, make Chakarawa people them. In the name of IG. In the name of Samuel Sako and Cristiano. As we don't clean them out of our revolution, the revolution now go focus. We'll go raise the kind of money for put the kind resistance for ground and get the boys them for get waiting they need them with the capacity where they need them for carry out the kind action where it go leverage we move to operation effective takeover. All right, we don't understand now for you they now. So this thing about negotiation it didn't for the Ambazonian people their hand, because now we go determine the terms of any negotiation based on how powerful will be on the ground. If we be weak on the ground, now the public will negotiate. If we be powerful on the ground, just as we'll be powerful before Samuel Sako and Chris Anu, they can't disrupt the revolution. When we be control Manu, we be control 100% of Manu. The Tigers, the ADF, they be control 100% of Manu. The revolution, they had. My brother, I want to beg you something. Your talk we want talk, it not be more important for which I talk for the Ambazonia people them now. So, the Tigers and the ADF, they be control the entire Manu. The heart of the revolution be there for Manu. It be there for Meme. It be there for Fako. It be there for Bamenda. That's during that period. Most of Manu will be controlled 100%. From all of Manu, 100% will be controlled. We therefore move the revolution in the next 3 months back for that place. Once we reach that capacity, by the time that the public one come out for can announce Paul B I die, we go be prepared for do operation effective takeover for the level where we go move from there to outright taking up for take back homeland. Then within 24 hours, the leaders they go back, they go home, all them, and then put the interim, which one I call and say transitional government, the transitional authority or transitional government for ground. The person will go lead that transitional government. It go be now for ground, not be for diaspora. So we get the capacity for doing. For doing the next 3 months, from now on to the next 3 months, now massive remobilization for redouble our capacity for ground. For redouble our capacity for ground. For all the blocks, especially now, Manu right now, it be very central for we for redouble our capacity for Manu. Meme be very central for we for redouble our capacity for Meme. Fako, it be very central for we for triple our capacity for Fako, because in a very strategic place. I did talk this one, I need to give any intelligence here. I did talk in generalized terms. All right. Indian be very central. Okay. So a lot of the other states them. Goketuja be very central for all we. We be very strategic for all we. We need to redouble our capacity and build and resolve. Once we remove Chris Anwan, as Ambazonia don't banish Chris Anwan and Sako, we go solve the problem for Bui, bring peace between the Bui warriors and the ADF, and get them to work together and start for collaborate. We go do them. We do work on those things. All those things we go resolve them. Those places na key strategic places for the Ambazonian people then. We get points where they be very strategic. And all we, with all the groups and where they fight for ground, we go build that collaboration for work together, back up each other, carry out these plans together. All. No man, no get ground zero. Now the fighters, they fight for the liberation of homeland, for our own collective freedom. So we need to do our best for resolve the crisis, that conflict for Bui, because now we know place where the problem that they come out. We work with those organizations, make them move all the people there that they cause those problems, for give those boys them the opportunity, make them work together like in the past. And for each group, for maintain its identity. If we want to be Bui warriors, we want to be Bui warriors. If ADF they want to be ADF, they go be ADF. Bear your name. It is like some person will tell me, say, man, I change my name. You the crazy? For me, for be who? Bear which name? Bear your name. So that I will be human. Because, why? Why I get for bear your name for me for exist? So, Once we resolve all these problems, the groups and now they feel work transparently together because no person know they manipulate them for any other reason. How many Bui warriors don't kill them since Chacha? They don't kill more than 25 Bui warrior picking them among themselves. The same Bui warrior don't kill more than 25 of them since the key Chacha. For what? Internal manipulation. We don't need them. The people for Bui don't need those things. But we fit as we don't identify these people, we will clean out these people, work with those communities, work with these groups for transparent collaboration, where each group go feel proud for fight and defend Ambazonia. You know, they fight for some person. They will fight and for defend the community, protect the community, and defend the freedom of homeland. Together we go do one. So 3 months, the next 3 months will be very critical. That's why all we need for the mobilize ourselves for double our capacity for ground. I don't tell I get for tell the truth. That's what we tell the truth. Because once you know the truth, we're gonna know the work we need for doing. That we don't need for fool our people them. You need the help we. Let the public be fool their people them. That's why they not develop. That's why they not make progress. But if we be honest to our people them, for tell them the real truth as how things that they go. If things that need waka, we can't tell when I say things that need waka. And which we need for do for make things waka. But now we think that they really waka fine. We also need to tell the people that say things that they waka fine. But we feel do so much more better. Simple honesty. We'll be honest people. Right? We don't need for fool our people then. So whether an American-led negotiation, not be that something we need for argue about it, but wait till be your capacity for go for negotiation. Because not be about negotiation. Wait till be your capacity for go negotiation. If you go negotiation for weak terms, I'll be sorry for you. You go accept what they give you. But as Dr. Larry talk, any negotiation must be backed by powerful defense success. Now I go give you power. Negotiation without military power. It is like a used toilet paper where you don't shit, you wipe your ass. Tell Abdul Karim that one. Tell him say negotiation for armed conflict without the backing of a powerful military defense. It is like toilet paper where you take and you shit, you wipe your ass. That's why it be useless. And Dr. Larry talk that one, not be me. Okay? So now we understand. So when Dr. Chodi, it be so honest for tell the Ambazonia people place where they more now understand this thing. Now the good news that for all we do great for ground, but we feel do better for speed up the process. Now the whole talk this. Alright? Not be an argument left and right. Now our strategy and our power for ground. Now I go determine what diplomatic success. Now I go make and the world go take we serious. Now I go make and the Americans go take we serious. So if we as now we control most of the savannah states, if we put that capacity, redouble our capacity, we increase our success for Manu to 85%, increase our success for Meme to 85%, increase our success from Dian to 85, to Coupe to 85, to Fako to about 85%. I tell you, the game is over for La Republique. So with all this background what I don't give you now, I go open the lines for people then, make people they start for call, for make their commitment, because the time don't reach. Now not been a time for talk. I don't spend a lot of time for talk for all week today. So now I open the line, make people they start for call. And then now the website that in front of all man.
Power on.
The website that www.ttof.net and the cash app that
connected.
If you don't feel inspired and your commitment level for redouble our efforts, then use your cash app, go for ttof.net. We need for do the work very fast, very quickly for put ourselves for place where now we go determine the terms of any negotiation. Not that people they walk around, make their empty mouth about negotiation. You know, if you go negotiate like paper, as they call them, paper tiger. Paper tiger is not a paper tiger, not be tiger. Paper tiger, not be tiger. So The lines will be open now. All right. So any person you want call now, we be get something for talk. Well, if you call now, before you call, go for ttof.net. Go for ttof.net. Go make your commitment. Call, talk about your donation, and then when you use Cash App, take a screenshot, send them for me. All right. What did I talk for you? Like some better talk there for you. Okay. All right. Let some better thing there for you. I'll go for report and for you. All right. Good. So the lines are now to be open. Any person with the for you we want call, please. You feel call now. You make your contribution. I hope I don't give you enough education today for tell now the most powerful, sophisticated weapon we'll get them. Muna no say no be our AK. Now the power of our own minds. Right? That the power of our focus. Now the things that we fit do and now people that we don't choose to be and become. And the place where we go for build a great nation where we go be more developed past any other country for Africa. So be ready. For make sure say as you be ready, also develop yourself. Go develop. Tomorrow I go actually can talk for all the. I go actually make a program for talk for all the refugees. I go talk for all our refugees where the be scattered across the group. Man, no spoil them today. Man, just leave them for here for today. Any person we want call, please call. The lines will be open. You go call. If you get something for talk, you talk. The person who want try for call me 10 times. We be the call, we be the talk. Who say you did? Now you feel call. Make your call. Make we hear. Oh, these people then. All right. Any person you want call now, you feel call now. Okay, Mr. David Duff, if you call now, the lines will be open for call you for all man for call. Okay. All right, David Duff, the lines will be now open for all man for call. All right. Now gonna small music while we wait for our calls. All right. So I get a few more minutes. If I get any call, I'll take a few calls. If any person get a question, I'll answer a few questions so that I fit get out of here. We don't stay here. We don't talk a lot. We don't give our people them the most essential education. We don't inspire, elevate, or grow our people them. So that the work this will do our goal now for inspire, empower, elevate, give our people them hope, right? Give our people them empowerment. Now we will be this because now the greatest tool that for transform any society, for transform a people them, for liberate a people. All right. So make we end for here. If we not get any call, I want come bring this conversation to an end. I want thank and I want honor all what generals then. I want honor General Efan, big number, the overall commander of Ambazonia Defense Forces for Ground Zero. We caught you cafe. We salute you. Your cafe day up. Lieutenant General Popo, We got you cafe. We salute you. We thank you. Your cafe day up, sir. For all what Commander Capo, we hear the big work we do yesterday. We na carry big action, take down La République du Cameroon them for the great state of Bui, ADF Bui Brigade. We cut una cafe, we salute una, we thank una, we na give the people of Bui pride yesterday for the action we na take on. We thank una plenty. Commander Capo, we salute you. Your cafe day up. Alright? Commander Hassan, your cafe day up. We salute you. All our forces them for the great state of Bui, una cafe day up. Una don't give the ADF and the Bui people pride. For our forces for the great state of Manu, we salute una. All our generals and commanders for the great state of Manu, una cafe day up. ADF Fako Brigade, we will take care of the capital city. Una cafe day up. We salute una. Alright? For all our commanders who they spread across the territory. I salute una cafe day up. We be very proud of una. We honor una for the great work we una do and for all we. For all our sister forces, I want to thank una for una collaboration. I want to thank una for the work we all una do them together. I want to thank una for stand up, now for fight and for defend the flag of Ambazonia. For all the other groups them would be interested for partner up with the ADF and all the sister forces for work for ground zero for defend only one thing, the flag. For work for ground zero for defend the anthem. For work for ground zero for protect the Ambazonian women and children and our communities. For work for ground zero for fight. The fight now about the protection of the Ambazonian people and for protect our freedom. One thank all now. All the groups them would be interested for collaborate with the Ambazonia Defense Forces. As long as you fight now for Ambazonia. As long as you fight now for the flag. As long as you fight now for the anthem. As long as you fight now for protect and defend the people them. Ambazonia Defense Forces go one partner with you. Go one collaborate with you. We open our door for work with all groups them where they stand for fight for the flag. Defend the flag. Defend our anthem. Defend Ambazonia for protect our people, protect our women and children, defend our communities, and defend the freedom of the Ambazonian people. Then the Ambazonia Defense Forces, he open a hand, he open a heart for welcome you into a genuine, transparent collaboration for work together. The ADF, their policy, and for work with all the groups them where they fight for the interest and freedom and protection of the Ambazonian people there. The doors will be open. Now number that for on top for play my hand day. When I reach out for me, we go connect with the ADF leadership. When I go make una arrangement for collaboration in a very transparent manner. Where when I work together, when I feel share backup for each other, when I respect each other, when I fight as one for one purpose, one mission, for one common destiny. For our collective freedom. ADF be open. So I want to salute all the boys them and all the other sister forces them where they fight for the interest of the Ambazonian people. Where they fight for defend the Ambazonian people. We call upon all una. Make una fight for the true spirit of Ambazonian people, of Ambazonia. We call on all una. We talk say they say the ADF be open for support any group where a purpose now for the liberation of homeland. The ADF go support you under a collaborative memorandum of understanding. Because we'll make sure say you go follow the code of conduct and the weapons where they give you, they go be used for the intended purpose for protect our communities, defend our people them, and fight La République du Cameroon. The ADF be ready, be open, and be willing for help all other sister forces and groups. So the mobilization will make for here, the overall generals and commanders, they go as always also help any other group where it come in collaboration with the ADF. Those things that be done now, the ADF is a very kind organization, a very generous organization, and the motto of ADF as the mother force, as the father force for ground zero, now for make sure say it help the other forces them too, even with training. So as una did reach out, muna no say this, una did reach out now for collaboration. Right? The ADF, you no one make any group, it come under ADF. No, come to ADF for all we for collaborate. You be who you be, can make all we work together. All right? Now the talk is for today. So I want to salute all our mommy them. I want to salute all our papa them. I want to salute all our brothers and sisters them. All the people that be across the globe. Make una know say for where we don't start them. For place where they La Republique na history. The relationship between Ambazonia and La Republique of Cameroon, it don't be over permanently. As Ambazonia, we don't make our choices, we don't make our decision, we don't make our commitment. Forgive our people them a homeland where they go live in freedom, in dignity, in prosperity as well. We go build a country, the first one for Africa, where it go be truly a great nation, and it will be the envy of the rest of Africa and the start for Africa them for see themselves as people who they do great things. That the generation this, that we will be this. My name na Asu. I'll be the spokesperson for Dr. Yabacho office. Make una get a good day. All right. May God bless all una. And as always, as our brother don't advise we, he say make we always end what shows them with Ambazonia anthem. So as always, we don't do them in the past. As we do them now, we go live una with the Ambazonian spirit, the Ambazonian anthem. Make it remind una of who we be, of what we fight for, of what we stand for. May God bless all man. Wanna get a good day.
Hail this land of glory, we the Ambazonia, nation loyalty. Praise to our Savior who granted us the freedom, and legends to the hero who brought the land together. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in the nation, flowing rivers and holy. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation, a joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God